Well, now I'd like to turn to Earl Hackett for Earl's continuation of the CAD build along, where you're learning how to use a CAD program for free. As Earl says, you can't get much cheaper than that. So Earl, welcome.
In this episode, we're going to finish the outside girder detail. We'll mirror the required components to the interior of the girder, and we're going to add the cover plates. This is my slide for, if you have trouble, you can email me at this address here, and just save your work under a unique name so I can find it, and I'll try to help you out with it. Okay, here's what we're going to be doing. These are the cover plates. They're plates on the top and bottom. In this case, there are three of them. There's one full length. There's this one that stretches from here to here, and there's a top one. There's three. And then we'll install these rivets. These rivets are lined up on the center line of the large angle that's underneath. And these, here we have these parts here, which are the lower, the vertical leg of that angle. And we'll be installing all those tonight. Those are all the rivets. These, you want to take copies of these two screens, this screen especially, so that you have dimensions available. Of course, they'll be on the video when they get published in the next couple of days. These are the dimensions for those parts for the lower angle, dimensions for all the positioning of all the rivets and all that stuff. And this is the overall view of what we're going to be building. We have these parts will fit in between the vertical stiffeners that we built last week. And that's about where we are. So let me get out of here. And we're going to go to Onshape. Where am I here? And I'll sign in. And this is the one I'm going. This is the copy of it. I was practicing on this one earlier today. It gets a little complicated, and I screwed up a couple times. Hopefully, we'll get it completely right this time. Okay, so here's the bridge that we did last week. Let's get squared up here. I think the first thing I'll do is put in these plates that go in underneath these lines in between for the large angle. So let's start with sketch. And we're going to select the plane. It's going to be here. And we're going to get a small rectangle. And I'm going to go back to, there we are. It's a 2 by 1.55. Okay, so we're going to dimension this guy. 2. I got to turn on the light so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, that wasn't right. 2 and 1.55. Okay, we're just going to fix it where it is, so don't have to worry about all these little point positions. Now we'll do a extrude this surface, 0.25. New check. Okay. Oh, extrude. Gotta tell it to do it. This surface, 0.25. There we are. Okay. Let's go left again. Wishes it would just rotate it, but it doesn't. Check. Now we're going to go to a sketch. And we want to sketch on this surface here. We're going to put on the rivets now. We're going to be 3 rivets on this guy. center point arc. We're going to get to the center, and we're going to draw an arc, and then we'll dimension that. 0.18. Makes it a little bit bigger than a 3.3 millimeter rivet, which is about an inch in HO. And then we have to add the rotation axis, which is right here. And that pretty much gives us our sketch. Now we're going to revolve that sketch, revolve this, face the sketch where I revolve axis, this one here. And we're going to do, and here's what, don't forget this. What's to add it? You don't want that. You want a new one. New. And you say, okay, that's fine. Now we're going to take this guy and we're going to move it to these 3 positions. So we'll start with this, and we'll do a translate, and we'll translate by XYZ. The Y direction here, minus 0.5. And we're going to copy this part. And this part down here is going to drop 0.38. And that's fine. Now we're going to do this guy again. Translate. XYZ. Minus 0.5. And this time we're going to go vertical. And that's fine. Oh, I'm sorry. That's supposed to have been 1 inch, 1 millimeter. So we'd have to move him Y minus 0.5. Oh, come on. You. Translate. Oh. Check. Okay. And we're going to take this guy, we're going to move him over. Translate. This one we're going to copy. And this time we're going to move him 1. That's just fine. We have copied, yes, okay. Now we have this plate set up to go, but to make it simpler for the next one, I have another plate that has to be, we're going to have got to do a sketch. And we're going to select the XY axis again, draw the right plane. Another rectangle. And this one is a, let's see, I'm going to dimension this one. This is 1.55, just like the other. And this is 13. Now, we're going to fix that where it is. And we're going to check. And we will take this and we will extrude it. 0.25. Check. Okay. Now, there's our 2 plates that we're going to work with. And we're going to take those 3 and we're going to translate them and copy. Liner points from this corner here. Let's zoom in so you can see better. This corner, copy part, don't forget, to this corner. Check. Now, to fill this one up with rivets, select these through, and we're going to do a linear pattern, direction, parallel to this line, distance 1, and number of instances, I think it's 12. See what happens. Yes, good. All right, check that. Now, so that we keep everything together, we're going to make these one part. So take this guy here, Boolean join, union, right. And take this part here, all those guys, Boolean union, join. So now we have just 2 parts instead of all these rivets and everything. So now we're going to position them on the girder. We'll take, I'm not sure even what the part number is now, so just go grab them. This guy here, translate from line or points from here. We aren't going to copy them this time. We're going to bring it right down to here. That looks good. Whoops. Now we're going to take this guy again, and we're going to translate here. And this time we're going to copy it as line or points. We're going to go from that point there. Come on, get up there. To this point here. Check. Now we'll take this and this. And again, we'll translate. And we're going to copy it. Line or points. And I'll use this one down here for our target from that point. Oops. Come on, get over there. You stinker. To this point. That looks good. I did copy them, yes. Check. I've been doing a lot of work with Rhino, and I'm having, they're very different programs. I have a little bit of trouble keeping track of what I'm doing here. Okay, so now we're going to take this guy here. We're going to do the same thing as we did with those two. Get things in position here so I can see what I'm doing. That's what I want. Okay. Translate. Here he is. Translate. Line or points. From that corner there to this corner here. Check. This guy. Translate. Copy. Line or points. From this point here. Oh, there we go. Wrong key. To that point there. And I like that. Okay. Now, let's get this guy up here. See it. Stop showing me that. So now we're going to take both of these guys. Come on, select it. Oh, come on. Don't give me that. No. Okay, let's go down here. We're going to find them this way. This one and that one. Yes, select them that way. We're going to do a linear pattern. We'll take the direction, which is there. And the distance is 14. Remember, that was this guy here is 13 millimeters long, and this is 1 millimeter wide. So we were moving 14 rather. And the instance count, again, is 12, which is sort of nice. And they're going the wrong way. So, well, okay, just hit enter. And it's going to create a bunch of them going over here. And so we flip them around, go the other way. There we go. Okay, so this side is pretty much complete. Now comes the tricky part. I'm going to put it up on left. Check. We want to select certain ones over here that are going to be mirrored to the other side. And we don't want them all, but we want most of them. Certain ones, this one, this one, the middle one, this one, this one, and this one here. There are floor beams on the other side. You don't want them in the way of the floor beams. So we're going to select components. I'm going to start with 45. Let's go up to, select all of those. Select all of those. Select those. Now, what's 22? Okay, we want that. 24, 25, 19. Okay, we got all those. So all of those are going to be flipped over to the other side. Now we got to select the vertical pieces that we want. That one. Oh, undo. Don't tell me I did it. Redo. Come on, bring it back, will you? There we go. Okay, we're going to start over again. I was holding down the shift button. Okay. Let's see if I can get this right. Okay, got it right that time. We're going to mirror these guys. Where's the mirror? Here's mirror. I mirror all of them. And remember, we made this central beam symmetrical about the center point. So all I have to do is select the mirror plane, which is this one.
Pat, could you figure out who's got their radio on and maybe mute them?
I think it's coming from Earl's.
I don't have any noise here in the background.
I can't figure out who it is.
Why don't we just mute? Why don't we just mute everybody then?
I would mute Earl if I did that.
Well, Earl can unmute himself, right?
Yes.
Earl, I don't think you can hear it because you've got headphones on. I think if you take your headphones off, you'll hear the background noise.
There's a lot of noise.
My wife's downstairs. It's very low. I don't see how you can hear it.
I think it's the one marked NTM that's unmute.
That's Ken's. I did check and he hasn't got any mic on. Sorry about that, Earl. You go ahead.
Okay, so what we've done, we've mirrored the parts that we wanted for the over here now. Right now we have this big long list of parts, and that gets to be a real pain in the neck. So take the whole thing and make it one part. Boolean Joan. And check. So I just have one part here to worry about. I don't have to worry about umpteen thousand parts there. Okay, the one other thing we're going to do tonight, going to go to the top. We're going to put the cover plates on here. And this is pretty easy to do, really. We're going to start with a sketch. And we're going to select the plane, which will be the top plane. And I'm going to do a rectangle. And we'll dimension this rectangle out. As I remember, that was 175. And this is 4.4. And we'll just make it where it is. Fix. Gosh, I'm doing pretty good tonight. I didn't screw up. Okay. Let's see. We're going to take, we're going to check that. And we're going to take this and we're going to extrude it. 0.25. And we're going to check that. Okay. Go back to the top again. There we go. Now we're going to know that these are the cover plates. They're going to be attached to the top and bottom of this thing with all the rivets. Let's see. Rectangle sketch on the top plane. Now you could sketch on this surface here, but I don't know. I'd like to just sketch over here and move it. Another rectangle. And we're going to dimension it. 4.4. And the other dimension is, I can bring it up here on my screen so I can see what I'm doing. 109. All righty, fix that in place. And we're going to extrude this. And the distance is 0.25. Let me make sure I got, yeah, that's good. Check. Now, go back to the top. No, I'm sorry. Top, there we are. Let's just slide this guy down. You'll see why in a second. Well, maybe I don't have to. I'll translate this guy here. Select, translate. That's going to be, let's see. Zoom in so I get the right point. From that midpoint to that midpoint. Check. Okay. Back to top. We'll do another rectangle. Let's go to sketch. Here. Rectangle. That. All right. Dimension. 4.4. And the other dimension is 77. Okay, and again, we're going to say, no, we're gonna have to fix it, so we don't have to make it happy. Check. And we're going to extrude this. Okay, 0.25. Assume we got it, yeah, I got it right, okay. And again, translate this liner points there to there. Check. Okay. Go to the top. Top. Going to make these into one piece again. All these Boolean union. Check. Okay. Now, here we go with another mirror, and I'm going to explain why I'm doing it now in a second here. I'm going to take this part here. We're going to mirror it on the surface. And here's the mirror. Come on. There. Mirror plane. There. Check. Now, I want to go to the go to left. Okay. We're going to take the bottom piece. This is the bottom down here. This is the top. We're going to take the bottom. Oh, I thought he made this into a. I didn't. Okay. What have I got here? Part 2. Oh, when I mirrored it, it added it. The dang on thing. I forgot that. Stinker. Okay. Okay. I hate it when it tries to be smarter than me. New, part 2. Mirror plane. The surface here. That's what it did. I didn't catch that. I want a new part. Check. Now, I can take part 3, and we're going to move it from, going to translate it, transform liner points from there to there. Check. Okay. The reason I did this now, I don't want rivets on this surface. When we go to print this thing, if there were rivets on this surface, every rivet would have a suspension, would have a support. And you would have supports all over it. It would be a nightmare trying to peel them all off. So we put this down here with no rivets. You can't see it. It's on the bottom. Don't worry about it. So now we're going to put rivets on this one. So we're going to go to the top. And I'll start at this end here. Okay, we're going to do a sketch on this surface here, face of extrude 1. And we're going to do, again, a center point arc. And we dimension it. And this goes very quickly once you get going here. 0.18. Okay, we need a line. Okay, check. I'm going to do a rotation. Just making another rivet. revolve axis. There. New. They didn't fake me out that time. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Check. Now, this guy here. Now, pretty soon we're going to have hundreds of parts on this thing. That's going to be pretty impressive, but it goes very quickly. We're going to take this guy here and we're going to translate part 4, liner, no, I'm sorry, not liner points, X, Y, Z. We're going to go Y, we're going to go minus 0.5. We have these rivets are about 1 millimeter apart or about 3 inches. So we're going to go minus 0.5. And on the X axis, 0.9. And that positions it in the middle of the angle underneath. And I'm going to copy the part because I'm going to do the same thing for this one over here. Okay, check. And this one here, we're going to translate X, Y, Z. In this case, Y is, again, minus 0.5. And in this case, X is 0.9. No, I'm sorry. No. Minus 0.9. And we're not going to bother copying this one. And that looks good. Okay, we're going to take these guys here, and we're going to do a linear array. Now, I'm going to pause this a second. Come on, top. Down in this corner, you have a little thing. It's a tape measure, little tape measure icon. And it will measure the length of a line. It doesn't measure point to point, it measures the length of a line. So I can click this. And down here it says it's 33 millimeters. So if it's a 1 millimeter spacing, I need 33 of the little buggers. Okay. So let's select these two. Go to linear array here. Direction. That way. Distance, 1. Distance count, 33. Well, and I like that. Now we're going to go show you how we simplify things here. We're going to go to the left side. And I'm going to take this. I'm going to have to translate this. I don't have them in the way. If something else is in the way, let's take. Boy, 1 minute. Right. Take this. Translate. I just want to get it out so I'm not looking at it in the. Okay. It's just a quick way of moving it, just to get it moved. So now, to speed things along, we take these two here and we translate them. And now, I'm going to do it by X and Y. And Y is a -1. And Z is 0.25. Check. Shoot. Forgot to copy them. Translate. Y is -1. Z is 0.25. Copy. Okay. Take these two here. Linear array. Direction. Distance. 1. Number count. 16. Enter. Check. These two here. Transform. And just keep doing this. X, Y, Z. Y -1.
Need the copy.
Thank you. 0.25. Yeah, 0.25. And check. Take these two. I mean, just keep going like that. Oh, come on, get them all. Now this is linear array 77. Nope. No. Okay, no. Wrong thingy. This one here. Distance, no. 1. Distance count. Well, direction. Oh yeah, got it. Can't remember that. Get that. Entities to out of the way. Entities to pattern. Edge of distance 1, 77. Boom, there they are. Good. And left. Now this gets a little interesting here because get in here. We're going to do this again, and we're going to transform. Translate by line X, Y, Z. Out of the way here. Y -1. And of course, we want to copy. And this time here, we want to go down. So it's -0.25. Enter. And we're happy with that. Take these two. Linear array. Direction. There. Distance. 1. Number. How many do I need for this? This was, I think it's 16. And that's good. Now, one of the interesting things is if they went the wrong way, in other words, if that array was went in that direction, you wouldn't see them. They would be inside this body, so you wouldn't see them. So you just flip that arrow around and they'll pop right out for you. So here we go with this one. Translate. Oh my goodness. X, Y, Z. Okay. Copy part. Y -1. And Z is -0.25. -0.25. Okay. Let's enter, make sure we, yes, right. Got it. Check. Take these two here. Linear array. We're almost done, folks. Direction here. Distance one number I need is 33. Enter. Boom. Check. Okay, scroll back out. Now we have quite a few hundred parts on here. So we're going to take the whole business. We're going to do a Boolean join. Okay. Now we could take this, get the right side up here. Yeah, there we go. Take part 3. And we're going to translate liner points from here to here. I like that. Check. And a Boolean join. And we're done. Where's the Boolean join? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There he is. Okay, you now have a single part. Cover plates. I did not, one thing I'm going to leave it for you guys to do. These ends need a cover plate. And I think you're getting along well enough that you could do it yourself. It has to cover this entire plate from this edge here to this edge down here. From there to here and out to the ends with the rivets. And I'll let you guys do that yourselves. I think you've come along far enough that you're capable of that. So with that, we're done for the night. Next time it'll be the floor beams, which are the things that go across, and the stringers that run the length of the bridge. Okay.
Earl, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And if anybody has any questions, Earl's giving you his contact information. Please don't hesitate to get in touch with him.